Hey, Dad.
Yes, what is it, son?
I'm bisexual.
What did you say?
I'm bisexual.
Hello, bisexual.
Oh, no, wait, Dad, no.
I'm Dad.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Yes, you did, son. Yes, you did.
I have been putting off making this video for months, and I don't know exactly why. Scratch that, I know exactly why. It's because I wanted to keep my proverbial options open. I wanted to keep my sexuality deliberately vague, like a character on the television. I wanted to keep you guessing. I have identified as being straight in the past, and it was only in recent years that my brain was just sort of like, well, okay, But instead of being open about my sexuality, I decided to be closed. For the sake of being mysterious, I guess. But closing myself off doesn't make me mysterious. It makes me one of those blank locked doors that you walk past in the hallway because you think it's just a janitor's closet. But yes, I am bisexual. And yes, this video is scripted, because I can't meander with this. Meandering leads to half-assing, and I should know I'm a meanderer. Today is October 11th, which is National Coming Out Day, and so I have made this sort of declaration. And I feel like coming out of a closet is something of a tired metaphor. I'd prefer to think of this as the sun coming out, or me taking off a blindfold, or that feeling you get when you're about to solve a really hard math problem. But it's scarier than any of those things, and I don't quite know why. I am lucky to live in a community and to come from a family that has blissfully and rightfully left the dark ages in its wake. Homophobia is alien to me, and the sneakier, stealthier concept of biphobia is like a Chicago winter, I expect, in that nothing but the thing itself can really ever prepare you for it. I'm a little scared, both of the potential biphobia and the imminent Chicago winter. Another part of me is scared because it thinks I might be wrong, which is a weird thing to be scared about. I tell this part of me that human sexuality is complicated and nobody knows for sure, but this part of me don't care about rational thought. It tells me that if I say I'm bisexual out loud, I will offend actual bisexuals, as if it's some sort of party I haven't been invited to. It says that by admitting my own internal struggle, I'm contributing to this erroneous cultural assumption that bisexuals are just confused. Am I confused? I don't think I am. But that could just be the confusion talking. Yet another part of me wants to be straight because I see that as the default. Being a feminist and supporting gay rights is somehow cooler and sexier when you're a heterosexual white guy because there's nothing at stake for you. You can delude yourself into thinking that you're more kind than other people, which is just a douchebag way to think, and I don't want to think like that. There's this thing called the Kinsey scale. It's a scale of human sexuality. I've linked a helpful sexplanations video in the description that explains it more fully, but suffice it to say that 0 represents somebody who identifies as completely heterosexual, and 6 represents somebody who identifies as completely homosexual. Asexuality is denoted by an X. Anyway, overall, on the Kinsey scale, I would put myself at around a 2 or a 3. But this is where it gets complicated because you can have more than one place on the Kinsey scale. For instance, on a purely physical sexual level, I would say that I am almost exactly a 3, equally attracted to both men and women. On an emotional level, however, I have always found that I'm around a 1 or a 2. I've been in love with several girls, but I've never been in love with a man. Can I still be bisexual? I would argue yes. What about the fact that I never, ever, under any circumstances, want anything to go in the butt? How does that factor in? Please don't answer that, my mother is watching this. That's another thing, I haven't officially come out to any of my family or friends before making this video. Part of that is for the same reason I made those air quotes there, because I don't really think coming out applies in this case, and also I don't think this will be a huge shock to anybody. Anyway, I almost feel like me using the phrase coming out almost sort of devalues the experiences of bi or gay people who actually live in homophobic communities or families. I don't want anybody to think that I'm being particularly brave here. My overall point, I suppose, is that I no longer want to be vague about my sexuality. I don't want to necessarily shout it from the hilltops, he said on YouTube, But neither do I want to keep people guessing for the purposes of intrigue or whatever, like I've been doing. Ambiguity is all well and good, but drama belongs on stage and nobody likes puzzles anymore. Not since Angry Birds. So yeah, this is me. I'm Aaron, I'm 19 years old. I'm an actor, a YouTuber, a 100% certified whole grain organic fiction writing minor, a goofball, a playwright, a singer, a nerd, a slayer of unicorns, professional bounty hunter, reformed Jew, an optimistic atheist, a nerd fighter, a feminist, son, brother, best friend, bisexual.
I'm really enjoying this character, and I really like my mustache.